Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Hi, good morning and welcome to another episode of Sports Spring on Western Spring Television. My name is Joseph ATEWE saying good morning and welcome once again. And I am NENGI ERNEST-ADEMOLA. Good morning and welcome to today's episode of Sports Spring on Western Spring Television. A whole lot to talk about, most especially as the 80th Federation Cup was rounded off yesterday at the Stephen Keshi Stadium right there in Asaba. And, 43 years ago was when the last time actually that Bendel Insurance won a domestic cup, and they were able to do it one more time. So all of the stories and more is what we're going to be dishing out to you this morning. And definitely we're starting from the local scene. Welcome on board once again. All right, we start with the Federation's Cup. We understand the Bendel Insurance and Bielsa have been crowned the champions of the FA Cup. Exactly. Now let's get into details of that one. Now, Bendel Insurance ended a 43-year wait for a domestic title on Wednesday. That was yesterday after beating Enugu Rangers 1-0 to claim the 2023 Federation Cup title, as well as a prize of 15 million naira at the Stephen Keshi Stadium, Asaba. Now, a first half penalty by Imade Osarenkoi was all that mattered for the Benin Arsenal to claim their 4th Federation Cup title, and also picked the last continental ticket to represent Nigeria in the next season's CAF Confederation Cup. Now, as two of the traditional sides in the country, Insurance and Rangers faced off in the final for the 3rd time in the competition's history, having met in 1978 and 1981 finals. In their previous 2 clashes in the final, Insurance won the 1978 edition 3-0, while Rangers avenged the loss with a 2-0 triumph 3 years later. While it seemed like the game was heading into the break goalless, a handball in the Rangers box resulted in a penalty for Insurance in stoppage time of the first 45 minutes, and Imade Osarenkoi made no mistake from the spot to score the only goal of the game and his 10th of the season in all competitions. Now, aside from that, we do know that Bielsa Queens also went into penalty shootout, the one that won by penalty shootout, and they completed a remarkable run for Bielsa Queens against Rivers Angels, having beaten them on 3 previous occasions during the just concluded Nigerian Women Football League season. A very nice one coming from Bielsa Queens women. I mean, they lost out of the NWFL title, and they picked this one up as a consolation prize for them so far. What a season it has been, Joseph, for Bendel Insurance. At the end of the day, we cannot say that they flopped. It was a good season for them. What do you think? Well, it was a good season for them. I mean, winning the Federation's Cup will just be the icing on the cake, and they be crowned the champions of the oldest competition in the country. That's the FA Cup. The only problem I've had, which we'll be discussing, will be the title presentation and the kind of cup they give to the winners. And, sometimes the ribbons you see on top. More like it's not befitting for the competition. You can do better. These are things they give in secondary schools. So if we can work on that, that would be good. But we've complained about this for a very long time. I don't know how much it will take, to design a proper trophy. But aside that, congratulations to Bendel Insurance. Who cares if they give them a broom? For them, they'll be going to the continent, and that is key for them.
And aside from that, they also have a cash prize of 15 million naira. And I think for the women Bielsa Queens, I think there should be up to 10 million naira. But kudos to all of them. They've had a very not so smooth season, want to say, because they had to face stiff challenges, most especially Bendel Insurance. I was there when they actually rounded up with the NNL, getting into the NPFL after 11 years. And Coach Monday Odige did assure all Bendel Insurance fans that they were going to strive hard to be able to remain in the NPFL, if possible, win the title. But that one eluded them, but they were able to win the Federation's Cup yesterday against Enugu Rangers International. So congratulations to them.
All right, to understand the Nigeria Premier League side, ATEWE United has parted ways with coach Deji Ayeni. Ayeni joined the Promise Keepers a few seasons ago from another Premier League side, and that is Sunshine Stars of ATEWE United, despite suffering a defeat in the opening game of the season. The Uyo-based club almost made it to the Super 6 before losing out to Eyimba via goal difference. Now, former Ekiti United gaffer is touted to be on his way to Jos to team up with Plateau United ahead of the new season.
Well, we'll see how it pans out to be for him. For ATEWE United, so far so good. All throughout the season, they've been up and standing, even if they had flopped a little bit in the very first half of the season, which was the regular one for the NPFL. But ATEWE United, let's not forget that their record was just broken, rather. They had the longest unbeaten run in the NPFL, I think about 19 or 18.